Toronto Raptors, with the NBA trade deadline heating up on February 9th, which is basically, I guess that's what, 9 days away, 10 days away. And we're basically ready to see everything start to unfold. Everybody views the Toronto Raptors as this year's swing team because Masai Ujiri and general manager Bobby Webster have two core pieces in OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam that people are saying that they want Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell trade packages for, while Fred VanVleet's got interest from the Phoenix Suns and Orlando Magic, and Gary Trent Jr.'s got league interest across the league. And because the Raptors season has been a disappointment, the 23-28, 12th in the Eastern Conference standings, rival teams have been informed that the franchise will make a decision about being a buyer or seller or even just standing pat near the deadline. And according to league sources who, like all, speak, with anonymity. So the Raptors are currently 2-1 on their 6-game road trip. That road trip ends on February 5th. Basically, if they fucking bottom out on this road trip, that could really just mean that, and somebody gives them the high price tag, because supposedly OG Anunoby's already gotten 3 first-round pick offers from the New York Knicks. VanVleet's got offers. I'm saying, the Orlando Magic call you up and they're like, here's Mo Bamba, Cole Anthony, and Gary Harris. Send us Fred VanVleet and Thad Young. I'd be like, and I'm a Magic fan. I think that's a win-win right there. And the crazy part is that everybody's, what's the crazy part about this is Nick Nurse is expected to come into focus this summer because he's entering the final year of his contract. Because after the 2019-20 season, when they won the championship, and Nick Nurse was now, regarded as one of the best coaches in the league, he signed an extension through the 23-24 season with an $8 million per year annual salary. So the length of the deal is not what's important, but the frustration with the staff, the roster, and the point of play has all been directed at Nick Nurse at times. So what are your thoughts right here after my big rant?
The Raps it's difficult. Could it be a smokescreen, the 3 picks for OG, or is a team like the Knicks really that interested in him? Which actually makes a lot of sense, but I think Fred probably gets traded. I don't think Gary will get traded, and I don't think Gary should get traded.
You don't trade it. You trade age, not youth.
Gary's awesome. The thing is, like, Fred, he's been playing a lot more. He's himself right now. So it's like something difficult because they have to kind of figure out, like, are we going to tank this year? Or not tank, but like, are we going to retweak this team again? Can Pascal Siakam, an all-NBA player, can he be our number 1 option, or do we have to?
I say trade. You trade VanVleet and then you just say, hey, if we tank this season, that's fine. The only guy we trade is VanVleet. We go into the draft with a high-ass lottery pick.
They would do, yeah, I mean, Pascal what they did definitely rest more, and they could give Scotty Barnes more free range.
Yeah, what they did to get Scotty Barnes. People don't realize the year that they got Scotty Barnes, they tanked.
Yeah, that was a horrible Tampa Bay Raptor year. That was brutal.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, it's just the issue with that is then, and it's happening right now, I guess, with Nick Nurse. I wasn't even aware of that. Is, people are going to start to be. They're not going to be happy.
I put together a trade. Shab Sharadia in this thing. I trade. The Bucks trade I've been pushing this whole month. Shab Sharadia just fucking said that's the trade that happened. The whole trade. We're going to scroll down right here, but we're going to keep talking about this. But my trade for the Jay Crowder trade, I was like, oh, they're probably going to just send like Wara, Hill, Serge Ibaka, a 2nd-round pick. Sham Sharadia said that's the deal that the Bucks offered and said take it or leave it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I just want to say we give ourselves a round of applause because that's the deal we said. We're like, they're not trading Grayson Allen.
I'm very surprised by that because of his contract.
But Grayson Allen's actually kind of solid, and imagine having Grayson Allen and Jay Crowder. You offered the bottom of the guys that you're not playing.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, Grayson Allen. I don't know. I thought Grayson Allen, and I still think Grayson Allen will get traded.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not. But yeah, Jordan Warren in that trade, I think that makes a lot more sense because I don't think it panned out necessarily exactly how either party wanted.
I don't. Yeah, I think it hasn't panned out as quick as they wanted to, and I'm I don't think Jordan Water is a bad player, but a lot of Bucks guys were great. We'll continue. I just want to finish this Raptors stuff real quick. With the Toronto Raptors, though, it's interesting to think about because I think the decision that needs to be made here with the Toronto Raptors is, are they going to blow it up? And if they don't blow it up, are they willing to pay the luxury tax? Because I think that's always the thing in the back of people's mind is, let's just go into the luxury tax. But then at the same time, it's like, is this team worth paying the luxury tax for? Because
Probably
everyone,
not.
and like
Is what they're
exactly like that
thinking.
is that
Probably not.
this team might not be worth going into the luxury tax for. And that's where it just gets really difficult because you have to make those decisions. Which players are worth investing, $250 million to? Who, and that's where it comes down to, okay, is the core going to be Gary Trent, Scotty, Pascal, and OG, or OG and Pascal on the same timeline? Gary Trent
Yeah.
age-wise is on the same timeline as Scotty, but how can this team be maximized? Why you still have Scotty Barnes on a rookie contract? Because in 2 years you're going to have to pay Scotty. In a year and a half you're going to have to pay Scotty. So this is always just going to get difficult.
Time's clicking. You want to, and a good report I saw was Siakam's he still wants to be in Toronto regardless of what happens. So I'm glad you bring up that point because somebody's going to have to go regardless. If it's Fred, if it's OG, if it's Gary, no matter who it's going to be, somebody's going to have to leave this team in order for them to get to that next level. And I also think one enticing part to me about a possible retool and tank this season is giving the keys to Precious Achiuwa because he's a legitimate starting big in this league.
If they do decide to tank, or if they stand pat, keep their players, and Pascal and OG suffer mysterious injuries, they should be playing Malachi Flynn, Scotty Barnes, Precious Achiuwa, Christian Koloko, and
Delano Banton.